Hey friends, in this video, I'll be talking about 5 surprisingly easy yet effective networking tips for students with zero working experience. Some of these I learned from upperclassmen who at the time had already gotten their summer internships or full-time job offers. Others had to figure out the hard way through lots of trial and error. For current students pursuing a business degree like I did, I highly recommend watching this entire video because this is what I wish I could have had back when I was a freshman in university. Let's get started. Diving right into tip number 1. Leverage your alumni database. Most, if not all, higher education institutions keep a database of their graduates. If you don't know what I'm talking about, go find your career center and ask them for your login information. Using my alma mater, Emory University, as an example, our alumni engagement team keeps a record of my post-graduation email and reminds us to update our place of employment on a regular basis. Back when I was a junior, which by the way is a little too late, you should start as a freshman, I will go into the alumni directory, select the business school, and select the years of our most recent graduates. I was class of 2014, so I would select 2007 all the way to 2010 and click search. Clicking into a few random profiles here, I see they have mainly updated their information. And if I see someone working in a field that I'm interested in, I would just shoot them an email. It's totally understandable to feel nervous about sending cold emails to strangers. But just know, most of these alumni probably received help when they were in your position, and they are looking for an opportunity to pay it back. Be that opportunity. Pro tip, you might want to identify relevant candidates on LinkedIn first before searching for their names in the alumni directory. This is much more efficient than a blanket search, clicking to a few random profiles, and hoping to land on someone you want to connect with. Tip number 2 for networking with zero experience. Leverage your professors. Story time. I was about to graduate. I had just accepted an offer with a management consulting firm based out of New York, and I was chillin'. One day, my DSci, Digital Science professor said to me, "Hey, I heard about your offer with EY from an ex-student of mine. She's the manager who interviewed you. Good thing I didn't tell her about all those times you missed my class, The point being, professors are more well-connected than you think, and they can play an instrumental role in landing you a job. For example, let's say you come across an alumni on LinkedIn you want to connect with, but can't find their contact information anywhere, including the alumni directory. If you know what major, concentration, and/or classes they took, you could ask the corresponding professors to connect you to, since they might have kept in touch or at least are first-degree connections on LinkedIn. Alternatively, you can try a more direct approach. Maintain a good relationship with the professors in the fields you're interested in, go to their office hours, and after you successfully charm them with your devilishly handsome smile, ask them if they can connect you with their previous students. The third networking tip for students is to attend as many events as possible as early as possible. And the reason is simple. You need the practice. Let's say you've never done this before and I put you in front of the hiring manager of your dream company. You're probably going to be extremely nervous and not make a great first impression. By attending career fairs from freshman year and talking to companies you might not be interested in, you're essentially able to network in a risk-free environment because you have nothing to lose. I've never been particularly interested in CPG, consumer packaged goods, companies like Procter & Gamble and Unilever. And because of that, I remember feeling less nervous talking with their company representatives and definitely got to practice networking tips I had learned online. For example, it was great chatting with you today, Jane. I'll let you go since there are quite a few people lining up. Would you mind terribly if I got your email or business card so I could follow up with questions? As silly as it sounds, it took me many tries to get that exact wording right, to make it sound as natural and as professional as possible. And that came with practice. Pro tip, if your school doesn't have enough events, you can use online platforms like Meetup to find career and business related events near you. Pro tip, if you're one of those lucky individuals with, what's that thing called again? Right, friends, you can go with a friend or two to support each other. Networking tip number 4. Write an effective cold email. Instead of boring you with a walkthrough, I'll link a template I used back in college down below. Actually, let me know if you want a video on cold emails because there are a lot of nuances to this. I ended up sending 347 cold emails during my junior and senior years, and here are 3 of my key takeaways. First, the objective of the cold email is to ask for a coffee chat or informational interview, since research has shown that face-to-face requests are much more effective than emails. Therefore, the call to action or CTA of your email should include that objective. Second, keep your self-introduction to the minimum and instead talk about things you two have in common. The more you do this, the more you show you've done your homework and the more likely they'll accept your coffee chat request. And remember, you get a chance to talk about yourself during the meeting, and the cold email is all about locking down that time slot. Third, do not include a bunch of questions in your cold email. Typing out replies to a dozen questions is much more inconvenient than hopping on a quick phone call, so just get right to the point. Tip number 5 is a very simple one, but arguably the most important, and that is ask to be connected with someone else. At the end of every single one of your coffee chats or informational interviews, literally say, based on what we discussed today, is there anyone else you think I should talk to? By saying this one simple sentence, you get a chance to tap into their professional network. And better yet, they'll most likely make an introduction so you don't have the pressure of reaching out to another stranger. As a small bonus tip, I was looking through my old coffee chat notes, and the exact wording I used to say was, thanks again for your time. It's interesting how you're able to specialize in supply chain consulting after just 2 projects. Do you mind connecting me with someone who ended up specializing in the marketing and finance consulting teams? Just so I cover all my bases. If you found these tips helpful, you're gonna wanna watch my LinkedIn playlist next because all these people you connect with are gonna be checking you out on social media. I go through everything from helping you create professional looking headshots for free, all the way to writing an eye-catching LinkedIn summary. See you on the next video. In the meantime, have a great one.